Hello everyone, welcome back to Trishtio TV channel. So KRG has been trending on social media for the last 10 days because some woman called Susan Kinyanjui did an interview on Nicholas Kioko's channel, claiming that KRG is the father to her 19-year-old daughter called Yvonne Njoki. So this lady claims that she met KRG in 2002 while he was working in Gikomba Market. And then she also claims KRG used to reside in Kiambu area where she was also residing. So they started a relationship, then conceived Yvonne in 2002. Then Yvonne was born in 2003. So when the child was born, the father was involved with everything from the hospital expenses to living expenses until the child was 7 months old, when the man started distancing himself. So when Susan inquired why the man had distanced himself from her and her child, she found out that he had started another relationship with another woman. Then because obviously you can't force a man to have a relationship with you, she decided to let go of the relationship. But she inquired about his plans for Yvonne. But then the man told her to throw the child away in a toilet. And I was like, why did she have to say that? Because Yvonne was standing right next to her when she was saying that. Whether it's true or not, I don't think it was advisable for her to do that next to Yvonne, because if you say that about a kid, she'll start thinking like she's not worthwhile. So this would obviously eat into her self-esteem. So anyway, the interview carried on, and she claimed that KRG had actually named Yvonne after his mother, who was Margaret Njoki, according to Susan. And she also said when she met KRG, she was underage and KRG was an adult, because she remembers seeing his national ID, which is proof that he was an adult. So anyway, she left the guy to carry on with his new relationship until Yvonne was old enough to go to nursery school. So she needed help with the tuition fee at this point. So she tried to track him down to ask for help with the tuition fee, but she was unsuccessful in doing so. Then she tried to make calls, but he kept on ignoring her. So she gave up on him and decided to raise the child by herself until last year, when they tried to contact KRG. So when she finished giving that account of her story, Nicholas asked her why she's so insistent that KRG is Yvonne's father, because according to him, he knows KRG was born in 1991, which means in 2002, when Yvonne was conceived, he was only an 11-year-old boy. So Susan responded by saying she is sure KRG was an adult when she started engaging with him. So she said KRG must be lying about his age. Then Nicholas pressed her again by asking why she is so sure yet she hasn't done a DNA test. And she said KRG was her first boyfriend. So because of that, she has no doubt that he is Yvonne's father. So anyway, Nicholas turned to Yvonne to ask why she hasn't been bringing up the issue till now. Then Yvonne said the few times she had tried to ask about her father when she was a young girl, the mother used to get upset, so she let the matter rest until she got to Form 2, when she realized that her peers had their surnames, their father's names as surnames, yet her, Yvonne, was using her mother's name as a surname. So because of her inquisitive nature at that age, the mother decided to tell her that KRG was the father. I think that was last year when they first got in touch with him by WhatsApp. I don't know how they got his number. So anyway, because they didn't get any progress from that WhatsApp message, they decided to come on social media to make their appeal. So at the end of that first interview with Nicholas, Yvonne made an appeal to KRG, saying that even if he was not interested in having that father-daughter relationship, all she wanted from him was for him to help her with the expenses of going to university, because she's hoping to study hospitality and management in a university. I think she said she wanted to go to Cascade University. So that's what she was appealing for. Then it made me wonder whether that was the motive of bringing these claims on social media, because if they've been quiet all along, I mean, what would push them to bring such a sensitive issue in the public domain? So anyway, as for Susan, she still insisted that KRG is Yvonne's biological father, and she stated that he should take responsibility of Yvonne the way he takes responsibility for his other kids, because apparently KRG has 4 other kids who he's taking care of. So I thought the issue would end there, but on Monday, that is 3 days ago, Nicholas did another interview with KRG and Yvonne on his channel. And surprisingly, KRG was very considerate, because he said, because it's a sensitive issue, he wanted to break down gently facts about his life to Yvonne, to show why he has doubts that he is the father. So he started by confirming that in 2002, when Yvonne was conceived, he was only 11. And that time he was residing in Kilgoris, which is quite far away from Nairobi and Kiambu, where Susan was operating from. He also said that time his um, his um, his friends who were in school with him can confirm about his whereabouts. So he said, although Yvonne still believes that there's a slight chance that KRG is her father, he said that the name Susan said was his mother's name was actually not the correct name. So I don't know where Susan got that Margaret Njoki name from. So he went on to confirm that his mother is half Indian and half Kenyan. So that Margaret name is not an Indian name. But KRG didn't let out what his mother's name is. So this whole issue ended by KRG agreeing to do a DNA test. So when he was asked by Nicholas why he's agreeing to undertake the DNA test, yet he sort of sounds sure that he's not Yvonne's father, he said he'll just do it for the sake of Yvonne, because with DNA gives you factual evidence. It's not like words. Yeah. So he said he's going to undergo that test so that Yvonne can have closure for the whole issue and be able to move forward with her life knowing that KRG is not her father. But despite all that, KRG said whatever the results are, that is the DNA results, he was offering to help with the university expenses for Yvonne, which is a positive thing to do. I think he's a stand-up guy if he'll actually follow through with that promise. So I don't know about you, but if you ask me, I don't believe Susan, because I think it's mathematically impossible that KRG is the father, because at 11, I don't think he would have been capable of fathering a child. Maybe I'm wrong, but I highly doubt he would be capable of siring a child at that age. Then there's also this geographical discrepancy, because Kilgoris is very far away from Nairobi and Kiambu, where Susan was operating from around that time. So unless there is concrete evidence of travel from Nairobi to Kilgoris, I don't think that fact in itself supports Susan's claim. So I'm sensing a potential for paternity fraud in this issue, which is so sad, because it reflects a societal problem that we have, because it seems like they are motivated by money, because it seems like the most important thing they're looking for is funding for her university tuition fee. So I don't think that was a very wise thing to do. Yeah, because all this false claim will obviously impact Yvonne emotionally, and because the DNA result is obviously going to show that KRG is not the father, it's going to leave a bad taste in Yvonne's mouth, because the whole world will know that her mother is a liar. And then this thing also has a negative impact on KRG, because given that he's a public person and he depends on his fan base for his business ventures, if people think that he's a deadbeat dad, it would obviously have a negative impact on his business ventures. And I think that's why he decided to address this issue publicly, because Susan decided to bring the matter publicly as well. So anyway, I hope this issue is going to make people have an open dialogue about paternity fraud, because this is not a light issue, yeah? And I hope Susan comes clean and tells her daughter what she was up to that time she was conceived, because maybe she's ashamed of opening up to her daughter by stating that she had many relationships at that time, so she can't be 100% sure of who the father was. Or it could be a case that maybe she knows who the father is, but because she doesn't deem him as a worthwhile guy, maybe the guy is not well-to-do financially, so she's like, it's not worthwhile to pursue him, yeah? And then I also hope KRG learns from this incident, because KRG is known for claiming every now and then he's a wealthy man on social media. And so if you keep telling the whole world how wealthy you are, you're obviously going to attract people who want to take advantage of you. So I think it's advisable for people to keep their wealth issues private to avoid such incidences. So I'm going to link all the videos from Kyoko's channel on the description of this video. So I don't have more to add on to this matter. So as usual, like this video, tell me what you think in the comment section below. Share this video with as many people as possible. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so to help my channel grow. I'll see you on the next video, and bye for now.